Probably my favorite out of all of them was Tony Romo. He is probably going to be a little bit of a risk. He had a collarbone issue, but I had a friend. He goes to the same church as him. They just actually happened to bump into each other at the stalls one day. They were using the restroom. They made eye contact. They just, my friend said, he was like, it was just like, you could just tell that he had just this glow about him that 2016-17 was going to be a great season, and I feel the exact same way.
Are you concerned with your son's focus on people standing next to a urinal and glowing?
That really concerns me. You never turn your head sideways when you're at a urinal. You stare at the little wall. And I know that was not him. I know that was a friend of his.
Just to focus on
Yes.
that, yeah.
We'll make that clear.
Do you feel like the smartest man in the league?
You know what? I really kind of do. And if all of you would really start calling me Master Brandon or Master Orr, that would be nice. Just to make sure that y'all stay humble and make sure.
You were known as the sharpest dresser in the league at the draft. Do you ever see a time in the foreseeable future where you just show up in a t-shirt?
I don't know. I think if I show up in a t-shirt, the next year everybody else will show up in a t-shirt.
As opposed to
That'll be in the. Everybody's already wearing a t-shirt.
What strategy do you have coming into the season that you feel will help you get more wins this season?
Well, I don't have to have much different strategy to get more wins than I got last year. It was a very disappointing year.
This is the most confident I've been about a draft in a while. Last year,
Since nobody asked, we don't care.
actually, I drafted pick number 5 the year that name was placed on the trophy, and I feel like there's a good chance it could happen again.
Yes.
You were told in confidence by the owner above you that the trade that he had agreed to with one Alex Torres for the first round pick, that he did not intend to go through with that trade and was going to double cross Alex. You then in turn told Alex about this and made your own trade with Alex, therefore double crossing the owner above you, who just so happens to be your kin. How do you feel about that?
Well, there's a couple of years back. I have several things to say about this. A couple of years back, me and Cameron Nolly were having, this is my kin who we're talking about here, had a couple of discussions about who we should be picking for the next day for our fantasy football draft. And he went on to tell me that receivers weren't important and that he crunched the numbers and he saw that running backs were still more important than receivers. So what do? I take trust in what he tells me. I'm thinking that my man is speaking truth to me. But let me tell you something, it was a big old fat lie, because Cameron Nolly turned around the next day and took 2 receivers and said, "Ha ha, suckers."
Were you more excited about drafting your team or seeing your friends today?
I don't even know how to answer that.
That's the answer I needed.
Brady as your quarterback. He suspended the first 4 games for cheating, basically. You in the past have been accused of cheating yourself. Do you think having a cheater on your team reflects badly on you as an owner and your reputation?
I really don't care about my reputation as long as I'm winning. If reputation and winning go hand in hand, then that's okay with me. Tom Brady went to Michigan, so that helped push him up to the top in my rankings. And if cheating and success go together, then I'll take him.
Your number 1 running back is out for the first 4 weeks, and you've got James Starks to run for him the first 4 weeks. Do you feel good about that?
Absolutely not.
You might be able to try out our new waiver process.
That's a very possibility. I might be spending my waiver money early.
You're finally making playoffs, and I do mean finally. Did you feel a little less pressure this year when you're preparing for the draft and then during the draft, now that you've got that monkey off your back?
Actually, no. In years past, I've felt no pressure at all because there were no expectations. But this year, everybody expects me to be good again, and I have to fulfill that.
Does everyone expect you to be good again?
Be better.
I've never pooped and regretted it.
Top to bottom, that's a solid team that'll probably win 83% of its regular season games.
I'm just happy to be a part of the team.
Last night, if I would have told you that you would have drafted 2 Oakland Raiders and a guy named Clive, would you be excited about that?
I don't think I would. I don't think that.
Monkeys on their back.
Sir, little Sebastian is a little horse and a hero. And he's in my heart.
Then I got Andy Dalton, my old friend, and just be praying for me for that.
If you notice, I have 2 of the highest played players at their position, Justin Tucker and Andrew Luck.
I'd ask you who your third favorite player is on your team, but I'm not sure if you know 3 players on your team.
I don't know who that guy is, and anyway. So it's going to be an exciting year for the team.
Have you made playoffs the past 3 seasons?
Nope.
Who's your quarterback been?
Follow-up question: have you made playoffs the past 4 seasons?
No.
5 seasons?
There's word on the street that after picking Andy Dalton, you had spoke with your recent fiance, and she had mentioned something along the lines of, from what I quote, Andy Dalton? And elaborate.
Well, she was. I think what my co-owner was trying to say is that she had a little confusion about our draft strategy.
There's a lot of division and discourse in our league. There might be 2 sides forming, and it's scaring me.
They're excited. This is what the South looks like when they're excited.
I'm looking forward to week 5. RG3 is going to play. Breeze is on bye week. That's going to be exciting just to see if that backup quarterback, if that's really was the great pick that I thought it was, but that's, I'm kind of looking forward to week 5 just to see how my backup plays. That's probably the highlight of my season.
I should have known better. The person who I made that trade with is also known as a snake in the league. He's the Lucifer of the league. I should have known you should never make a deal with the devil, and I did, and I'm glad I had a backup plan. But I don't know how well that
backup plan?
Can anyone find a weakness in this team? Thank you, then.
The only owner in the league that has never missed playoffs. 6 years, 6 straight playoff appearances. At some point, do you feel like you're due for a down year? Like, it has to be inevitable at some point, wouldn't you think?
I feel like last year was a down year and I still was the #1 overall seed, so I got it out of the way.
drafting him at that position is not the insane part. What I do after that's messing me up.
That's the one that doesn't make any sense.
Predictions for this year for yourself. What kind of record do you foresee yourself having with this team?
Honestly, I'm just excited to have a good group of guys. Aside from Tom Brady, these are all great guys. And I just want the best for them. I have 2 great running backs here, but I have a lot of faith in these guys, and I really just want to help build up a foundation so that when they go to another team, when I trade them, they're ready to excel.
Any other quarterbacks that you could stream through that position? That I could stream through. So I would probably then look into Tony Romo's backup as far as keeping my team in a good flow.
But you like Tony Romo as your starting quarterback. You think he's a solid #1.
I think he's a solid #1. We do have a good #2 in place. But you're in it to win it, so.
What are the odds of you dribbling into the playoffs?
I think we can trickle right on in.
And if you don't, you can probably just shake it off and keep going.
Exactly.